You've been lied to about wealth. What if everything you've been told about success was dead wrong? From the moment we're old enough to understand words, we're told get rich, make money, climb the ladder, then you'll be happy. But here's the brutal truth. No one tells you you can have all the money in the world and still feel empty. You can drive the dream car, live in the luxury home, and still wake up every morning with a silent question eating you alive. Is this it? Sharma refers to this as the greatest illusion of our time. In his powerful book, The Wealth Money Can't Buy, he reveals something radical. True wealth has almost nothing to do with your bank account. There are 7 invisible forms of wealth that most people ignore. And by the time they realize it, it's already too late. But if you understand them now, if you realign your life around these 7 principles, you can build a kind of success that feels just as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. So in this video, we're going to uncover the 7 types of wealth that truly matter, and they might just change how you live your life forever. And hey, if you're ready to rethink what real success looks like, hit that subscribe button and join a community that's building deep, lasting wealth from the inside out. Riches number 1. Inner peace. The silent power. Let's be honest. What's the point of chasing millions if your mind feels like a battlefield? You can be the CEO, the entrepreneur, the rising star if you can't sleep at night, if your mind never shuts off, if you constantly feel like you're drowning. Is that success? Sharma calls inner peace the most underrated form of wealth, because unlike money, you feel it when you don't have it. He shares the story of ultra-successful clients, top performers with private jets and personal chefs who would trade it all just to wake up calm. And here's the irony, inner peace doesn't cost a thing. But it takes intention, it takes boundaries. It takes learning how to say no, not just to others, but to the chaos in your head. We chase noise thinking it's momentum, but stillness is what powers greatness. So here's the first invisible wealth to build: a mind that's quiet when the world is loud, a heart that's steady when life is uncertain, a presence that feels whole, even when the outside isn't perfect. Riches number 2. Vital energy. Protect your fuel. Most people don't lose their dreams because they stop believing in them. They lose them because they run out of fuel. Sharma says it clearly. Energy is the foundation of elite performance. Think about it. What good is a perfect plan? If you're too tired to execute it, you might have big goals, start a business, write a book, change your life. But if you're living on caffeine and 5 hours of sleep, you're running a marathon with a broken ankle. High performers know this secret. Energy isn't unlimited. It must be protected like a sacred asset. They say no to late-night scrolling. They fuel their body with food that sharpens, not sedates. They move daily not for abs, but for clarity. Because when your body is strong, your focus sharpens, your confidence rises, and the world feels winnable again. And here's what most people don't realize. You don't need more hours in the day. You need more life in your hours. So protect your mornings. Defend your rest. Treat your energy like royalty. Because when your fuel runs out, your future stops moving forward. Riches number 3. Deep relationships. The emotional fortune. You can have thousands of followers, but if no one truly knows you, you're still alone. Sharma calls deep relationships the emotional fortune and says they're one of the rarest forms of modern wealth. In a world obsessed with likes, it's easy to forget that connection isn't measured in numbers, but in depth. You don't need more contacts. You need a few real ones who'll stand beside you when the storm hits. He tells the story of a billionaire who sat at a private dinner and whispered, "I'd trade all of this just to have one person who gets me." And maybe you felt it too. Success means nothing if you have no one to share it with. Here's the truth. You can always earn back lost money, but you can't recover time with a parent, a child, or a friend once it's gone. So protect your inner circle, be there fully, and start treating your relationships like your most valuable investment. Because when the applause fades and the spotlight dims, the people left in the room, that's your real net worth. Riches number 4. Craft mastery. Work that lights you up. There's a big difference between working hard and working on something that lights you up. Sharma believes that doing your craft with mastery is one of the most rewarding forms of wealth, not because of the money it brings, but because of the meaning it gives. Most people wake up to an alarm, go through motions they don't care about, and count the minutes until the day ends. But those who've discovered their craft, whether it's writing, designing, building, or serving life differently, they're not chasing Friday, they're chasing flow. That magical state where time disappears and passion takes over. Sharma says, don't just do your job, turn it into your art. Because here's the thing, money fades, applause fades, but the pride of mastery stays with you forever. So ask yourself, what's the work that brings you alive? The thing you do even if no one paid you, then protect it, nurture it, and show up every day like it matters. Because when you love your craft, you don't burn out, you burn brighter. Riches number 5. True wealth, money with meaning. Money matters. Let's not pretend it doesn't. But the biggest mistake, believing it's the only kind of wealth. Robin Sharma reframes it powerfully. Use money to buy freedom, not validation. He's not against financial success, far from it, but he's seen too many people climb the money mountain, only to realize they lost themselves on the way up. Because when you chase money for status, it becomes a trap. You upgrade your car, then your house, then your friends, and still that emptiness remains. But when you earn from your craft and spend in alignment with your values, money becomes something different. It becomes a tool for impact, growth, and beauty. You don't need millions to feel rich. You need clarity. You need enough to live, enough to give, and enough to sleep at night without stress. That's true wealth. Money with meaning, not the kind that owns you, but the kind that sets you free. So next time you think about success, don't just ask, how much am I making? Ask, is my money aligned with my mission? Riches number 6. Adventure and freedom. Life beyond the routine. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not busy, not productive, but present, curious, free. Robin Sharma believes adventure is a forgotten form of wealth, not just climbing mountains or flying to Bali, but the courage to step out of routine, to break the pattern, and explore the edges of your life. He writes, don't just exist, experience. Because the truth is, life isn't measured by how many tasks you complete, but by how deeply you feel the moments in between. Freedom isn't about having nothing to do. It's about having the choice to do what matters. That could mean saying yes to a spontaneous road trip, or simply turning your phone off and walking into nature, with no notifications and no expectations. Adventure reminds us that we're not machines. We're artists, explorers, storytellers, and sometimes the wealthiest thing you can do is getting lost on purpose. Riches number 7. Legacy and impact. What outlives you? Here's a hard truth. One day your name will be spoken for the last time. And the question is, what will it mean when it is? Robin Sharma defines legacy not as fame but as impact, not in how many people know you, but how many people grew because of you. You don't need to be a billionaire or a best-selling author to leave a mark. You just need to show up fully, kindly, bravely. Because every choice you make, every word, every act of service, every time you stand up for what's right, becomes a brick in the structure you leave behind. And the most beautiful part, your legacy is being written right now. So the final invisible wealth is this: live in a way that echoes, that lifts others long after you're gone. That proves you didn't just chase success, you created significance. So now you've seen it. The 7 invisible riches are the kind of wealth that doesn't show up on your tax return, but completely transforms your life. Inner peace, energy, connection, mastery, money with meaning, adventure, legacy. And here's the question, which one are you missing most right now? Because maybe you're already richer than you think. Or this is your wake-up call to start building the kind of wealth that truly lasts. Drop a comment below, which of the 7 invisible riches do you want to focus on next? And if you want to go deeper, check out the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. It's not just about waking up early, it's about building a life of purpose, energy, and control from the inside out. And if this video shifted something in you, hit subscribe, share it with a friend, and join us each week as we rewrite the definition of success together. Because money can buy comfort, but real wealth builds a legacy.